Good morning, students, and welcome to Wednesday. It was a beautiful day yesterday. Hopefully today will be just as nice. So let's get our work done early so we can enjoy the outdoors and do some good things there, right? Before we start, question for you. What's the best way to burn 1,000 calories? Leave it in the oven too long. That's dumb. I was supposed to say leave the pizza in the oven too long. You can't just leave. Oh, I botched that one. Let's try again. What's the best way to burn 1,000 calories? Leave the pizza in the oven too long. Because the pizza has 1,000 calories. So if you burn it, not like exercise burn it. Oh, I botched that joke of the day, didn't I? Way to go, DeMarais. Anyways, today we are going to keep thinking about literary terms and literature as we are reading our fantasy novel. Yesterday you did a response about theme. And so today I'm going to have you do a response about symbolism. So the first thing I want you to do is check out this short video that explains symbolism a little bit better. So sometimes hearing it from someone else will be better than just hearing it from me. So step number 1, watch this short video about symbolism.
Symbolism is everywhere. It's in the movies you watch, the TV shows that you watch, the books that you read. So we're going to take a closer look at it. By the end of this video, you should be able to answer the questions: what is symbolism? How do you identify symbolism? And why is symbolism used? In order to understand symbolism, we first have to make sure we understand what symbols are. A symbol is an object that stands for something else. So when something is a symbol, it is not what it literally is, but the idea, the feeling, the belief, or the other object that it represents. Let's take fire, for instance. Fire can be fire, or it can be a symbol that represents knowledge, new life, inspiration, or a more negative connotation, death, destruction, and hell. In these cases, fire is not fire, but representative of some other ideas. What then is symbolism? For the purposes of English class, symbolism is something used by authors to give the reader a deeper understanding of the text, and to give the text a deeper meaning. How does the author do this? Well, the author uses symbols. Something that will be able to represent an idea or feeling or other object that will relate to the themes the author is trying to convey. Let's go back to our example of fire. In The Hunger Games, the author, Suzanne Collins, associates Katniss with fire throughout the novels, even referring to her as the girl on fire. Katniss is not literally on fire, but she is a spark. She is new ideas and a new way of living and thinking for the people of Panem. Identifying symbolism is not easy to do. It requires some additional thought about what the author is trying to do. Some of the steps you can follow are to summarize the text or chapter that you've read, identify repeated themes that the author is conveying, and think about what objects could stand for related to those themes. Take a few moments to think about why authors would use symbolism. Authors use symbolism for a variety of reasons. Generally speaking, it makes for better storytelling, generates more interest for the reader. Symbolism can convey complex messages, connect story and theme, and show instead of tell.
So hopefully that video explained symbolism a little bit better for you, or you could see it a little bit deeper. Another way to look at symbolism: things or characters in books that can represent or stand for something else. Oftentimes they're connected to that theme. So what I want you to do now is go into Google Classroom, and you're going to complete reader response number 5, in which I want you to think about symbolism in your books. What from your book could be a symbol? What do you think that symbol is representing? And how does that play into the theme, right? So you're doing a little bit of that in your reader response for today. So that's it for today, right? Read your fantasy book. Think about the literary terms, complete reader response number 5 about symbolism, and you should be good to go. So that's what you're going to be working through today and the rest of this week. Keep reading that fantasy novel. Keep completing that literary terms in literature worksheet. Make sure you are doing all of those reader responses. And keep a positive attitude. There is only a few days left in this school year. It's crazy. You're making it. You're going through. So keep it up. I'm proud of you. It's been fun going on this journey with you, even though it's been a little bit different. You get to see DeMarais looking all goofy and weird.